Hello, welcome to my object-oriented programming tutorial series. So, continue from where we left off. At this stage in our application, we have two options to design our links. And those options are now separated by the links at the above and the links at the links below. So, we have two options. Either we use the variable from the htaccess file, which we can use then to design our controllers like that for the links below. So if you watch your left corner of your screen, you will see all the links below: login, tutorials, register, index. All those links below are pointing to controllers, but the links above are pointing to that that get variable we set manually. You see, so although that one above will pull up our pages, but it will be difficult to use that information to load our controllers. So the efficient way of doing it is using that the one below, just the controllers only, because that's the names we are using in our code. For instance, that login is our controller name, and it's our file name, and it's our class name. So but if you're using this one above, then you may have to do some extra work to define how you can use that to pull up your controllers. Okay, but for now, let's use this option for this controller. So I will go back in the code to explain that to you, what we've got. So at the moment here in our constructor function, we are implementing manual link, which is that get variable I was talking about. Now, the efficient way of doing it is use this get variable from htaccess. But at the moment, this variable here is manual link variable. And then we want to do it professionally to use the htaccess variable coming from our htaccess file. So let me quickly give you a test drive what this thing is capable of, what information we can get from it, because for our links, it goes like this at the URL bar. So what we want to do is to say the first link, the first string separated by / follow the second string separated by the / follow the third string, all are separated by /. Okay, so if we can wrap all that up in an array like that, we can index it using 0, 1, 2, 3. You see, that's the same number we use in our link for the manual link. We are now manipulating that same number with this variable. So that's our option, that's our objective. So let me display that to you now in the code, how that can be achieved. So you say if that is set, if that variable is set, what you want to do is to assign it to a local variable, like that, end of your statement. Now you want to perform that magic on this variable that will explode it. You see, that's what we're trying to do here, and assign it to that variable again. Now that variable, that magic keyword is explode. You end your statement like that. And what that function does, it takes two parameters. First, the string you want to explode with, and then the string you are exploding. Okay, so now this function is a native PHP function that will split that URL strings for us in this format, in an array format. So let me quickly give you a demo, display that graphically for you so you can see that. So if I go ahead and issue a for each loop on that now, because it's an array, we can get the array information from that loop and define local variables like, say, key, just key. equal to greater than sign and then value. Okay, so what this for each loop is doing is for each of this value, break it up as key and value pair and display that to me, please. So, okay, I'll do just that. No problem. But you must separate all your single quotes with your strings and then wrap all your variables in dots before I can do that. It's okay, that's no problem. There you go. Inside that single quotes goes your strings. So you can say array at index position 0 is equal to this, and array at index position 1 is equal to that. You see? So that's how it will break that up for you to see that. And then, so you will index position square bracket to wrap up the number. And then you want to say has a value. You want to also break that up with a square bracket. So you can wrap up the values in square bracket and the key. And now you want that all in a new line. You can put a break. Inside that goes your PHP tag. You know that you can wrap up your HTML tags into echo strings. So that's what you are doing there. So at this stage now, when you save this page, okay, we should have that information. Any string typed at the URL bar will be displayed in this format for us to see. And to do that, I can quickly go ahead and go and put the same code in the index page so we can see that without problem. You save that. So now when you refresh this page and type something like controller parameter or something, right, straight up, you see that information we want him to see. Now it's all broken down into the array format. So index 0 has a value of controller. See, whatever string that appears there is broken down into array format for us. So this is the information we need to use to make our decision to load our controllers. We can also count it as well. So if we go to that index page, we can count it just below that for each loop, right? We can say give us a count of that number. It's okay. You can have a count of and assign it to use that keyword count. In PHP, it's a count keyword. I'll count an array value for you. And the value you want to count is the exploded value of that URL. And of course, to see that, you need to echo that variable. Echo to see. Okay, so all right, you will see a count now when we refresh this page. It will give us the count of 4. You see? So now with this count, and now we know we can grab all those numbers. So we are using the key. You know, when you do your get variables, it's the keys you are after. That's how you reference your code. The value, what they contain, is irrelevant at this point in time. Is the key value pair. So you're using key in your get variable code to access the value they may hold. See, that's how you remember that. Now, we got a count of 4, and you know we can index it like that. So when the count is 4, you know there are 2 parameters in the method. So this is how we can create our controllers. Anything we put there now becomes our controller. And that takes position 0. Then a method in the controller and parameters in that method which is in the controller. That's the relationship between those links now and our controller. So I will stop this video right here and then gently introduce you to how we can design effective bootloader with our HT access variable. Alright, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.